Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Will Spencer won't hold back when he opens up to Katie. Logan Will's going to take an honest approach and share exactly what he thinks about his father. Despite Will's great love for Bill Spencer, there's no denying that his pater has been a heartbreaker. Will wants Katie to decide her own romantic path, but he may also worry their family will reunite only to fall piecemeal again. However, Will won't want to see Katie dealing with further desolation, if that happens. As for Will's career, he'll see the benefits of Katie's recent idea. Katie is hoping Will might join Forrester Creations, so he'll conclude out of letting Bill master him around at Spencer Publications and go for Katie's plan. Steffi Forrester will be skeptical when it comes to Will's desire to work at Forrester. He'll be certain it's right where he should be. Latterly, Steffi will formally again have Taylor Hayes and Ridge Forrester's relationship on her mind. There's a ever connection between them as far as Steffi's concerned, so she'll play it up to Eric Forrester. Brooke Logan may eavesdrop, or at least questionable. Steffi is lodging for Taylor to get back together with Ridge. Still, Brooke will decide to get a many effects straight with Steffi and point out that Ridge chose her over Taylor. After Ridge comes to Taylor's deliverance following her medical fire in the salon, she'll confess her heart failure and the fact that time is running out. A suspecting Ridge will press Taylor to get an alternate opinion, so that'll lead her to Dr. Grace Buckingham's office. Taylor will anticipate to get another round of bad news, but Dr. Buckingham's test results may tell a veritably different story. There are signs that Taylor may not have such a scary condition after all. Taylor may have been misdiagnosed by her croaker overseas, but Dr. Buckingham should set the record straight. Taylor will be uncertain of her real condition by the end of all this, but Dr. Buckingham may give her some hopeful updates. Back with Bill, he'll be as patient as ever when it comes to his pursuit of Katie. Bill will reach a new position of vulnerability with Katie and hope it convinces her that he's a better man this time around. Subsequently, it seems Katie will entrust in Brooke, who'll learn her family's worst fear and why she feels that way. Katie may be fighting this romantic reunion out of concern for Bill's relationship with Will, or perhaps she's still upset about Bill running back to Brooke deep down. Over with Hope Logan and Carter Walton, they'll try to tell themselves that they've sworn off office loves. Of course, it's only a matter of time until Carter and Hope change their minds. That's especially true since Hope and Carter will be working nearly during the week. There's a good chance Hope will get on board with Carter's idea to model lingerie and subsidize on the success of Brooke's bedroom. Once Hope is swaggering around in commodity meager, it presumably won't take long for passion to erupt with Carter. It'll be intriguing to see if defensive Steffi stands against Hope's love with Carter or just takes the palm, since at least she's not after John Finnegan presently. Eventually, Taylor will have a choice to make following Dr. Buckingham's presumably positive news. Will Taylor tell Ridge about the mistake or let him believe she's in bad shape to pull him closer? Steffi Forrester was done making Hope Logan's life a living hell for kissing her hubby, but it turns out she's just getting started. After her hope for the unborn blackmail, Steffi is getting ready to hit Hope where it really hurts. Keep reading for all the details. Then's what's coming up coming week on Bold and Beautiful. Steffi Forrester was mealy when she learned her nemesis Hope Logan had kissed her hubby Dr. John Finnegan, but, after she returned home from her hijacking, Steffi laid down the law at Forrester Creations. Ridge Forrester's son blazoned at the board meeting that Hope's line hope for the future was drowning and courteously gave her one last chance to get deals up. Of course, after the room cleared, Steffi informed Hope that her last chance came with a catch. However, Queen Steffi was bouncing Hope for the future for good if she caught her poking around her hubby Finn again. Steffi's Forrester Creations blackmail is just the morning. Steffi teased Hope and told her that her mama Taylor Hayes and father Ridge Forrester were still in love with each other. Hope reminded Steffi that Ridge was off the request and married to her mama Brooke. But, Steffi's intentions were crystal clear still. Why should her mama's marriage be defended? If the promises of marriage didn't count to Hope when she was kissing Finn. In not so numerous words, Steffi Forrester suggested that she was all for Ridge cheating on Brooke Logan with her mama Taylor. B&B spoilers say Hope Logan heard her pitfalls loud and clear. Do you suppose Steffi will push her parents back together to get Indeed with Hope and her mama? Is she being a bit of a fraud? Is it illegal that Brooke is being penalized for her son's crimes? Hope Logan and Carter Walton are connecting in a new way. Steffi Forrester Finnegan will learn about her mama's collapse. Also, will Taylor Hayes' secret be exposed? Keep reading and let's talk about what's coming up in the coming occasion of the CBS Cleaner pieces. Ridge Forrester, noticing Taylor has collapsed. Ridge incontinently jumps into action. As Ridge zooms over to Taylor's breathless body, he tries to get her to wake up. Taylor mentioned to Lee Finnegan that the briefness of breath was getting worse. While it seems that's what caused Taylor's collapse, will the other characters learn that too? It seems too early for Taylor's secret to come out. Most probably, Ridge is suitable to get Taylor to wake up. Taylor will presumably claim she forgot to eat breakfast or commodity. Ridge might wonder, however, especially with Taylor giving hints about appreciating every moment. In the end, Ridge might deflect his focus on work once he knows Taylor is okay. Steffi Forrester Finnegan's Fear the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Monday, September 30th reveal that when Taylor collapsed, Steffi was in her office. Still, he'd swoop in and save the day if John Finn Finnegan saw Taylor collapse. Still, Finn was in Steffi's office. So, since Bridget Forrester showed up, could she tend to Taylor? Meanwhile, Steffi might hear about her mama's collapse. Carter and Hope flirt. Carter admitted that he thinks a lot about Hope in lingerie. With Carter's amorous suggestion, could Hope model some pieces for him? Could Hope and Carter land in a compromising position? Unless I missed an occasion, I'm enough sure Carter is still with Katie Logan. If it's not one love triangle, it's another. Katie mentioned to Carter that she loved not having to worry about him sinning. Well, it seems Carter and Katie are headed into separate directions, so stay tuned. John Finn Finnegan helps guide Lee Finnegan. Jack Finnegan was mentioned, but he seems to be MIA. Plus, Steffi Forrester Finnegan and Taylor Hayes have a heart-to-heart. Taylor turns down from Steffi. Taylor doesn't say anything as Steffi continues to ask what's wrong. Lee is working on her computer at the office. Lee recalls Taylor's stunner. Finn comes by and interrupts. Lee snaps back to reality as Finn hands her a train from a sanitarium case. Lee says to up the cure and run new labs in the morning. Finn can tell Lee is abstracted and tries to blandish the good croaker into opening up. In the Forrester Creations CEO office, Ridge Forrester wants Brooke Logan to try on lingerie. Brooke would prefer to do it at home. Good thinking, Brooke. Those doors are no way locked anyway. Ridge says that Brooke trying on lingerie would be for everyone. Ridge thinks he's lucky, and Brooke feels the same about him. Ground kiss. They talk about Steffi's trauma and strength, and also Taylor is mentioned. Ridge thinks coming to LA is the stylish decision Taylor's ever made. Lee tells Finn she can't talk about it. Finn prodigies if it's Jack. Lee says no, they haven't spoken in weeks. Finn asks if Lee has heard from Jack at each, but she skirmishes off his question. Finn won't go back to work. Finn plops himself down in a president and tells his ma to start talking. Taylor tells Steffi to go back to work. Steffi won't. Taylor keeps trying to change the subject to Forrester Creations. Steffi isn't falling for it. Steffi thinks she knows why her mama was crying. Ridge brings up Brooke and Taylor's former fellowship where they wore matching pajamas. Brooke laughs and can't imagine Ridge had anything to do with the end of the fellowship. Ridge agrees he didn't make it easy, but hopes effects can go more this time. At the veritably least, Brooke wants to be cordial with Taylor. Steffi and Taylor sit on the settee. Taylor keeps saying it's nothing. Steffi isn't convinced and asks if it's a Joe. It isn't. Steffi gushes about Taylor's positive traits. Taylor doesn't need a relationship. Taylor says she has her kiddies and grandkids, she's fortunate. Taylor is thankful for every nanosecond she gets to spend with her family. Ridge and Brooke are still yapping about Taylor. Brooke is being really probative of both Taylor and Steffi. Ridge tells Brooke about his pledge to Steffi. Lee tells Finn a case doesn't want their family to know about a murderous condition. Lee says the prognostic isn't good. Lee doesn't partake the case's name or details. Still, Lee does tell Finn that this particular case is especially tough. Lee flashes back to Taylor's discussion again. Finn notices how worried Lee is about this. Finn says Lee no way gets her feelings involved in her work. Lee just says it's uncharted home. Finn thinks it must be lonely for this case, they will need support. Lee agrees, but there's not much she can do. Lee is going to keep trying, however. Steffi feels shamefaced about pushing Taylor to stay in LA. Steffi worries she's holding her mama back. Steffi wants Taylor to live her life. Taylor says she's living her life, which is right then with Steffi and the kiddies. Brooke says in the end, she and Taylor just want what's stylish for everyone. Brooke is glad Taylor is back home and doesn't suppose she's going anywhere. Brooke hopes they've numerous peaceful times together. Ground kiss. Finn can tell Lee cares a lot about this case. Finn tells Lee that humans aren't meant to suffer alone. At the same time, Finn tells Lee that they can't force anything. Finn suggests perhaps the case will change their mind. Lee hopes so, especially after the complaint progresses. Finn says it seems Lee is connected to this case further than the others. Steffi gushes about Taylor's parenthood chops. Steffi is getting emotional now, along with Taylor. They agree that they need to make a difference. Steffi says Taylor showed her true integrity and leadership. Steffi feels lucky that her mama is there, and she's staying. Steffi and Taylor partake an emotional grasp. Steffi addresses about Taylor being a bright light. Steffi says she'll no way stop demanding her mama. Taylor feels the same way about Steffi. They clinch again.